It's time for
a sensitive sports podcast.
Oh yeah! What it do, baby? Let's go! Yeah. It's a sensitive sports podcast. What? How's everybody doing? My name is Z Watt. I'm here with J Mo. This is Z Watt and J Mo, a sensitive sports podcast. How you doing, homie?
How you doing, brother? How you doing?
And on the ones and the twos, my executive producer, the MVP of this sports podcast, let it be known, the Wisconsin English native himself, Joshua Simon Green.
Now these boys are a little bit mad at me right now. I came about an hour and 15 minutes late.
Just a little bit.
You ever heard the saying, be on time, do things right?
A little bit punctual. Not that to me this morning. This is it's unlike me, you know. I feel like I'm here thriving a little bit 30 minutes early. You know, we're sweating in the dojo. But you know what? I came a little bit late.
Punctuality is not in your vocabulary, obviously.
Dude, no, hold on.
It's okay. We can move on. We can turn the page. Everything's going to be okay. Now tell me about your past week, boys. Jay Grizzy, go first. Golf? Oh, hold on. Before we tell each other's weekend, let's talk about golf.
Golf.
Me and Jay Grizzy beat Danny and J-Mo in a double, so that was sweet. A little doubles round.
I got a little bit in my head. You know what?
Yes, sir.
That's beautiful. All right. You guys kicked our ass. That's at the end of it. It was phenomenal. I mean, I was trying to deal, but it just wasn't happening. I was riding a bender that weekend, and it was just not pulling through.
Yep. Whatever excuse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was just not pulling through.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what excuse you got. We played really good. Josh played very, very well. Danny
played great in the beginning. Absolutely,
Danny did play pretty good.
He surprised me and overall surprises me on the golf course.
Dude, I shanked the ball.
Shout out to you.
Couple degrees, 90 degrees from the fucking golf club. It was terrible.
It's all about that weight transfer, bro.
I know. Josh,
it's all about how you
then he
wake
get
up
out of my
that
head because I tried to do it one, and it just was so. I was like, oh, god damn it, dude. Yeah.
The game is the short game. If you have a good short game, you are going to live because you could just ball place your way to a 5 on a par 5, and you could just live at par. Who's that one player? Dustin Lynch. Who scored a
Dustin Johnson?
No. It was another golfer, but he shot all pars on every hole, and they asked him about his round, and he said it was pretty par. Pretty funny.
I tell you what, though, Danny did have a good short game day.
He surprised you, didn't he?
No, Danny. It was so surprising in the beginning where I was just like, oh, dude, you might carry us, and then I had a couple decent shots, and then Danny was still doing good, but then at the end of the day, dude, Josh just fucking.
I had a good day.
Carried the team.
Josh
dude.
did have a good day.
I did have a good day.
Quickly, we got to shout out our executive director who has been on vacation, enjoying herself, living her best life these past couple weeks with the Palm Springs. And then this past week, she went camping. And I'm sure she has a lot of work to catch up on, but we miss her over here. And that is Evelyn Gomez. We miss you, and we will see you next week. But
for y'all that know, she's at Camp High Hill. Just so
Camp High Hill.
That's where she's at right now.
That used to be a little kids camp. Schools would go up there, and it would make childhood memories.
Did you go to Camp High Hill? I went to Camp High Hill.
I got a little log, and I wrote.
Oh my god, the log! Yes.
Yeah, not a log of shit or anything, but
now me and JJ went to Camp High Hill
together.
One little JJ story. Yes.
Let's hear it.
Now, JJ got a little log. And we went at that night. We go to the little dark spot and you get the little mint. And
for our listeners that don't know, JJ was just a ruckus. Around this age.
At that point in time in the age, it was like I was still tentative to be JJ's friend because he was just causing such a ruckus. Where I was like, dude, I'm a good boy, dude. I'm not trying to sit here. I'm not trying to get in trouble here. But JJ's gonna get me fucking cussed out in the middle of elementary school. Okay. so we're sitting there. We're in Camp High Hill. And I remember JD comes up to me. He's like, hey, you get that log? I heard tonight we're going to go to the dark spot where all the chicks are at. And I was just like, whoa. Me being young that I am, I'm just like, I don't know about this, dude. Be alone with girls. I'm in 5th grade. I don't know. Dude. Kelly Peters was there, and she was just making fun of every sweater I had because my mom dressed me at that point in time.
Why are you clowning on me for what I wear?
Dude, my mom dressed me at this point in time. I had long stockings. She was like, "We're gonna be in the cold, honey." I was like, "This is still California." You know what I mean? Like, and I look back on it, it's still California. Like,
Yeah.
it can't be that freaking cold.
It was probably cold, bro. I mean, it wasn't anything like Utah, but it was still probably
wasn't
cold.
crazy. Like, they were like, "Oh, we might get snow." Blah blah blah. No, it was nothing like
So
that.
did you make the walk? Did you do it?
Oh, we made the walk. Now, yeah, thank you very much. Now, we made the walk. We did the whole night crew thing, but it wasn't nothing crazy with the girls. I was in 5th grade. It was nothing like that, but it still was
Walk.
just.
I remember the walk.
Yeah, it still was interesting.
I was
though.
low-key freaking out about the walk.
So, what elementary
Yeah,
school did
I
you
was
go to?
freaking out too, but it's only because they hyped this up. He went to Mark Twain with
Mark
me.
Twain.
Oh, so both of you guys went to Mark Twain.
Where'd you
went to
go?
Mark Twain.
MacArthur?
I went to MacArthur, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
MacArthur, yep.
Yeah, they did hype up that walk. Like, not many have made it, so unless you were,
I think JJ got there in 4th grade. I could be wrong. He may have got there in 5th, but I think it was 4th grade. Dude, we had some Giveon.
some good old times.
Giveon was there.
Really?
Now he's got a couple songs that we know. I think we should put him
Snoop
in the
Dogg was there.
podcast.
Snoop Dogg, one of the homies stayed in the cabin that he stayed in. He went to
Oh,
Camp
and
High
Camp
Hill.
High Hill. I'm talking about MacArthur. But yeah, Camp High Hill, dude. Yeah, probably.
yeah.
It was probably a bunch of the. little
Anyways,
hoodlums.
let's get to our weekends. So I'll go ahead and talk about mine. I played a lot of softball, and it ended up with me getting hurt yesterday in our tournament. Unfortunately, I wasn't at 100%. I still played decent, not anywhere close where I wanted to. But we played in this league, and I was intentionally walked after hitting 2 homers on Wednesday or Thursday, and they like did that and the bases were loaded, or no, it was to load the bases, and it was like a 1-run game. And they intentionally walked me in softball. So the guy's like putting up his hand. I'm like, let me go up lefty at least. The guy still didn't want to pitch to me, dude. And I'm pissed off. And mind you, this team that we're playing a whole 2 years ago, because, last year was a year taken away, they played against us and were crying and talking a little bit of smack. Some of them were talking smack, some of them were crying, and we ended up getting like a 10-run lead on these guys in the last inning, okay? Mind you, they are crying the whole game. So, with 1 out in the last inning, they go up to the umpire and they try to roster check us. Well, there was a complication with the roster. Two of our players, it was a dad and a son, and they both had the same name, and Ray Bustamante, and yep, we lost the game. They kicked us out, and they started celebrating. And we lost our shit. We couldn't believe what we just witnessed.
Did you do it for the city?
I did do it. This is our city, so I did it for it.
This is our fucking city.
Yes, man. Yes, sir.
What is that? What's that soundbite from?
Big Poppy.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say,
Call me Big Poppy.
Someone not from this area is just
This is
absolute-
our fucking city.
He said that after the bombings.
Now, all I want to say, people in the neighborhood of Whittier, people in the neighborhood, maybe Pico Rivera, you need to relax. Your packages might not get there on time because my boy Z-Watt is hurting right now.
Yeah, I really some severe plantar, some like bruising on the bottom of my heel. I'm a big guy.
I'm saying, your neighborhood Spider-Man's not going to be coming web to web like he used to be.
Yeah, work's gonna love to hear that part. Besides that, though, my girlfriend, she was in Oregon this weekend, and I hope she had a great time. So, I've been pretty free. I went to Cason's last night, saw his new place. But
How'd you like that?
it was nice. I liked it. Liked it a lot. They kind of got that loft that they were looking for. But anyways,
Are they still over on La Salle? Or are they?
Now tell me about the
moved.
bathroom. How it's open to where if you wanted to unload in there, people gonna hear that shit.
I gotta be real, dude. I walked up the stairs, looked at the bed, and was like, oh, that's nice. Here's a nice TV. And then went right back to the living room and then to the backyard.
Hey, that's a nice bed. I'm gonna go check out your bed. Let's walk up there and look at his bed.
Well, if you knew how the
place
design
laid out,
you
yes,
would understand more, Josh. It's like a studio. So I'm not no weirdo. Just said, oh, nice bed. This is where the love making's
There's
at.
there's 2 rooms. It's the kitchen, living room, and then it's the bedroom, bathroom. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's not what I was going for. Anyways, you want to tell me about your week real quick before we get on to the NBA?
Hey, worked a lot. It was not fun.
How many hours did you work?
This week I worked about 52, I think.
Oh, you were close,
Cookie.
Zach.
Yeah.
You said? Did you say 52 or 54?
I said 52, but that's because I worked 52.
Oh,
Hey, God bless, brother. Hey, we're doing the American dream, right? Just working our asses off and get no return. There it is.
And I still made it here on time, even with a broken foot almost.
Dude, you know what happened this week though? We had a meeting, right? So some of the dude from the office came in, and he's cool
What
dude.
does
Intern.
asshole say to you?
Hey, Raiders fan, right?
Oh, God.
He's going down to Las Vegas this weekend to check out the Legion Stadium. Gonna watch soccer and stuff. I said, hey, that's fucking gross. All right. Now he's talking to us. He goes, we're all sitting here now. The managers have been asked by our district manager, who actually got me the job, was my landlord in college.
Okay.
But he's sitting there and he's going, all right, guys, if you want to work you guys want to work 7 days, 6 days, we're not against it. We really need the help, blah, blah, blah. We're all sitting there just like, what are you talking about, dude? We're talking about the work 6-7 days,
Are you
dude.
kidding me?
Well, it's like, dude, 2 days off.
Was he saying it in a tone like we expect you to do it? Or was he saying it more so like,
Now,
these guys are really going to want to do it?
This is the caveat here is the manager sitting there going, yeah, we have to work 7 days this week, or every week now because, we're in a hole right now. Things aren't going out. We have to work 7 days a week and, all the help we can get is it will be very much appreciated. And we're just sitting there going, okay. And now our manager of the warehouse comes in yesterday, saw her out maybe an hour. Now I'm thinking, okay, cool. If you really want me to work 7 days a week, dude, I could come in for an hour just to say hi, show face, but I'm not going to be doing that every single, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just beyond me that these fools were asking this, and the head of the warehouse comes in for 1 hour and saying, oh, I got to work 7 days a week. He had this whole spiel about, oh, I can't see my wife at night. She comes in later than me.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm just sitting there just going, well, I mean, I'm sorry for that, but like you get paid probably six figures.
Hefty
more.
amount.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, when you have the power and you're the one in charge and you're the one making the guap, there's a little bit more responsibility and you got to get other people to do stuff that you don't want to do. Everybody's got a damn life, dude. Jeez Louise.
That's the whole point.
Jay Grizzy, golf.
Played golf again and again. Played golf 3 times last week. Edited the podcast. Spent a lot of time working on this stuff.
And
we're very much appreciated.
we played Diamond Dynasty last night. And Jay
Played
Grizzy
Diamond Dynasty last night.
beat me 7-3.
7-3.
7-3. I was squaring balls up with the square button and just finding out.
I knew you just laid on that button, dude. When I played you last time, yeah.
Josh, well, I'll be real. Around the 6th inning with like an out to go, I was just like, oh my God, this DeGrom cat.
Hey, Jacob DeGrom's a guy. That's how I got Jameson too.
Well, which one? You have the 97 or you have the 99?
No, this fool's the 87. He's not even a diamond. Oh,
What?
no, I'm wrong. He is a
You
diamond.
were absolutely 100.
It's either 97 or
92.
92.
Jameson, let's check this guy right now, okay?
If he's the regular DeGrom,
It's a
part,
99 or a 97, and you had the 97, the regular live series diamond
that's
card,
what I want.
which is still legit.
Well, yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, the ball's just like.
But you threw
Pointing to you.
DeGrom, Zach. You threw DeGrom right back at me. I had no problem. Babe Ruth hit a home run.
Oh,
Babe Ruth hit a home run.
Josh.
Okay, say it
I
one more
pitched
time.
Josh.
Oh, no, you pitched Zach Greinke. God damn it.
We need-
you? Oh, no, that was Christian.
Yeah,
That was Christian.
Yeah, I don't think I pitched it.
So now Josh is
I pitched 5 to blue against you. Yeah.
Josh is 3-0 against me, Jameson, and Christian.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should be able to throw DeGrom until he's like on the active roster.
I brought in Trevor Bauer, and he did the same thing. He didn't even. I gave it one hit.
That was when I was just in the.
You know what? Can we
dust
get
at that
into MLB?
Yeah, let's
Honestly,
get
can
into
we just-
NBA.
just get-
NBA.
Just go into MLB.
Let's just go to MLB real
I want
quick.
to save MLB for later because
Okay,
there's something
all right.
really juicy that I was going to
Okay, that's
relay
fine, that's
after
fine.
a topic.
Well, MLB.
Wait. First of all, I think this quote of the episode needs to come to the top, and I think that's this needs to be said. It's a throwback quote. And this is just a shout out to all the stupid reporters out there that ask dumb questions. Something that I really love.
Let it rip, baby.
Something I really love is watching these reporters get schooled by these athletes. So, Jay Grizzy, can you show me what's good?
Chris, will the Clippers be back here Sunday playing the Game 7?
What?
Your feeling about, your level of confidence that you'll be back here again?
What you think? I'm on the team. What you want me to say? No, it's over. I mean, that's what you want to hear? Yes. Come on, man. You've been doing this long enough. Seriously, right?
Expand upon that.
No, I don't know. Everybody in here laughing for a reason.
So, why would you ask him that? Do you think you guys are going to be in here for Game 7? What?
No, he's going to say, no, it's over. We're done. I'm going
I'm on the
home.
team. What you want me to say?
So was this after Game 5 is what happened? And they were up 3-2?
They were down 3-2. This was after Game 5.
This was like 4 years ago, by the way. This was not this year.
This is a very famous moment in time.
So he was on the Clippers at this time?
He was on the. This is when they lost to the. I believe it was the Rockets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was the Rockets.
What it was?
Yeah.
Okay. And dude, you just don't ask questions like that. They even asked him and Devin Booker in this playoffs. It's just like, goodness gracious, they got to do better with the questions because those guys they already don't want to be there. But that sport that they play, Chris Paul and the Clippers, is in the NBA.
Russell, baby. Russell Westbrook to the Lakers. Let's get into that. I want to talk about
Russell
that a
Westbrook is on the Los Angeles Lakers.
So you think
baby.
it's going to work or not?
I do. How
Did they get rid of
How can
Kuzma?
you not think there's a chance it would work?
I just think no matter what, a person who hustles in the game of basketball is going to make something happen.
Yes, dude. The Laker fans are going to love the way he played. They love Alex Caruso, right?
It's like
This is 10 times that.
It's just Alex Caruso. If he went on steroids and was black, is what's going to happen, right?
Pretty much, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't have that bald,
That's just the whole
balding
point,
issue.
yeah.
But you ball out, Alex Caruso. We love you. I hope we can keep you for the bench.
Hey,
honestly.
try to go on Rogaine or something, dude. That hair's falling.
Well, Rihanna liked it. Rihanna, she liked it.
Well, Riri may have liked it, but she's not going to like it for too long. No pun intended.
She still wanted to taste.
Did she?
She had a little eyeball stare up and down at that guy one time on the floor seats of the Laker game.
That makes me upset because I would love to take Riri for a little spin. And we're moving on. Here. All right.
So let's talk about this. Are the Lakers going to get DeMar DeRozan with a big pay cut on his part? Because if they do that,
Let's not move past Russell Westbrook here. What do you guys think about him?
I think it's going to work. And if you think there's no chance that it works, then you're just biased and a hater because, I mean, he could run. The guy could run. The guy could play defense when he chooses to play defense. So
I just think
too.
if there's any indication in that playoffs where LeBron wasn't taking the ball as much as he used to do, a person like Russell Westbrook would have been so perfect for that game because he would have been like, okay, toss it to me, lay it up. I will run up and down the court every single time.
Yeah.
So you think DeRozan's going to go to the Lakers?
I
think he's going to go to New York.
take the money.
Yeah. The Knicks have that kind of history. They pay, a top player who's already past his prime, pretty much.
Okay.
And they try to make their run off of a one-player offense. And because DeRozan can score.
Okay, so then
That's not a one-player offense, though. If you get DeRozan, you have Julius Randle.
You got Randle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so a
you got Barrett,
two-player
RJ
offense.
Barrett.
But you think a two-player offense can match up against the 76ers, the Bucks, the Heat,
Look,
the Hawks?
if they get DeRozan plus Dame time, we're talking big problems in the East.
You think New York is going to get Dame?
I think that's probably the most. If we're talking about the most eligible place for Dame time to go, where it's kind of spotlight, the media, the absolute just
That's where,
for his
New York?
legacy. I think it's
the
New
Knicks.
York. Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Is that one of the teams that he's going to go
so-
to?
Yeah,
And I think, dude, he's the type of player that will choose that journey.
So
that's my point. It's
Bleacher Report.
I think that's a good.
Bleacher Report has an article about where they think Dame's going to go. And number one is the Knicks. And they say the trade's going to be Lillard for RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Emmanuel Quickley, a 2021 first-round pick, a 2022 first-round pick, and a 2023 first-round pick.
And that's a prediction and or a rumor.
Well, which would make more sense if they do get DeMar DeRozan. Losing RJ Barrett would actually make more sense because it frees up that position, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where they could play a little bit more
Barrett's
free ball.
more of a
he wouldn't be a bad
small
sixth
forward,
man.
power forward. He's a little bigger.
So look, I watched the playoffs with the Knicks. RJ Barrett was almost not there. It didn't seem like he was even on the team for that game
What, in
because
the playoffs?
Well, yeah, in the playoffs. Now, and I know the season's
Rookie.
it's a long season.
Rookie,
and,
no experience.
well, it was
Millions
sophomore
watching
season.
you.
Sophomore season.
Puppy, first time in the playoffs.
It was just more.
You know what it's like? It's different when there's a lot of people watching you. Like the BYU games
Julius
were crazy.
Randle, bro, did not come out in the postseason like everyone thought he was going to do.
Exactly.
So let me throw these two other spots.
Okay.
Gotcha. What about Dame landing in New Orleans with Zion?
What do you do? Lonzo's going to go to the Clippers.
Lonzo could go to the Knicks too. It wouldn't be bad. It's just if you don't re-sign Lonzo, you need someone there, or Zion's going to
Lonzo
leave
would
in the
go
next
to Portland
2 years.
in that case, right?
No.
Yeah, because it'd be a trade.
It would be a trade.
But so they
Not
have
necessarily. He's a free agent. He has to
have-
get re-signed. He
That's
could choose
true.
where he wants to go.
It just depends on if they tender him or not. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know his contract layout.
Now they have extended. I've seen they have extended talks to him and Chris Hart. Both of them have not responded yet.
Josh Hart.
Or Josh Hart, my bad.
Got it.
Josh
Got
Hart.
you.
Chris Hart was actually a player of mine at Utah. I'm
Now,
sorry.
Was he?
Still owes me rent, but yeah, we're not going to talk
Here's
about
the
it.
third one,
Oh.
and I find this one interesting. The Sixers, Dame for Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, a 2021 first round pick, a 2022 first round pick, and a 2024 first round pick swap.
Wow.
And
Ginormous trade.
Ben Simmons, he wants out of Philly.
You want to know what sucks?
He's
about it all,
wanted
though?
out of Philly.
No matter what the cause is, Portland's going to be sitting there like, dude, we're just getting to the playoffs, and now we're about to have just take a ginormous setback.
You know, they've actually been consistently making the playoffs since
Well, with Dame time, but it's like once he
7
leaves,
years.
it's dude.
Now it's over.
There's no way. There's no way, dude.
No, there's no way.
The only way is if Embiid went to the Blazers and
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's
Okay, so
just-
quickly, what about Kawhi?
what do you think?
Mavericks with Luka.
I just think he stays.
I think he stays,
Yeah,
too.
I think he's
At this point-
not content with the productivity that he's produced. And I think he's
but
gonna
I tell you
wanna
what.
stay.
So he opted out, right? If he's going to sit back and watch the Clippers do something in free agency, and then he's going to make his decision. You know, it kind of makes me think
Dude,
of
I didn't know he
CP3 a
opted
little
out.
bit. You know, yeah, he opted out. He was a player option. He had a player option. He opted out, but maybe he just wanted to see how serious the Clippers are.
That could be true.
He wants to make sure, hey, if I'm going to stay and commit my future to this
Well,
franchise,
the Clippers, he ain't staying with the Clippers. He's waiting to see where, Lonzo and Chris Paul decide to go.
it's possible.
Because if he doesn't have a point guard handling the ball like that, like they didn't have this year, he is not going to like that, and he's going to go to the Mavericks.
His team almost made it to the finals if he didn't get hurt. Honestly, the Suns were in trouble.
yeah, I think they would have. That would have been a.
But with
different
Kawhi
series.
out, they had to play more of team basketball.
And they almost
But,
pulled
so
it
hear
off.
me out. If Kawhi is there, why are we supposed to expect them to just team basketball their way through where they did finish when, okay, we're focusing through Kawhi, a good 32 minutes of this entire game. He'll probably be taking that ball up,
I just think in the sense of saying close no matter what, even though they made it to the finals with them, they were
They're a
playing the
legit
game.
roster and they were close.
It was just, dude, the Clippers made it to game 6 without Kawhi Leonard playing at all.
Yeah,
at all.
That's a fair
right?
point.
You know
and
what I'm
they
saying? At all.
almost took out the Suns. The number.
He got hurt during the
highest
the
seed
Jazz.
left.
They got hurt during the Jazz, right?
the Jazz is
Now the
another
Jazz
team
was the
that'll
number
be
one
back.
team coming out of the West, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they were the number one seed.
Still went past that, and they went and played the Suns, who we all thought was going to just steamroll through and win the championship. Right?
Yeah.
I was one of them.
But you know what? I think the Jazz series was a fluke because they were the strongest team.
A lot of people believe that's one of the biggest upsets.
That they were the stronger team.
I think they may have been a
Without Kawhi?
regular season just powerhouse, but when it came to clutch time,
Yeah,
it just
Maybe so. Maybe
Yeah.
they're not clutch performers. Maybe
it's one of their first
you
times
know?
being,
Absolutely. Yeah. So
this good.
Is that team going to stay together? Because a lot of people were saying Mike Conley was going to go to the Lakers. And
No.
people were going to be like,
I
haven't
think
heard
that,
that.
I think they're going to hold on to that team.
I hope we don't.
and,
I don't
and make another
we don't
run
need
for
him.
that. All right,
Lakers need Kyle Lowry no, they got Russell Westbrook now, but they were supposed to get Kyle Lowry. They need like Buddy Hield, DeMar DeRozan, something like that They need one more like playmaker and or shooter. Okay. I think we're ready to get on to football. And one of the biggest topics in football right now is Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Like there's talks now about him and like
Yeah, so he reported to camp last Tuesday, the 27th of July. Okay. And which was surprising. I mean, the NFL did say there are no restrictions in terms of fines and suspensions while they're doing the investigation. But, you know, sitting back and watching all this unfold, it looks like Houston is planning for a future without Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, what it looks like is he is still getting his fix. He's still getting those happy ending massages. No one's saying a word. Houston knows it, and they're saying, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing, bud. Roll over, get the rub and tug, and we're going to deal you someplace else. But the thing is, where?
Yeah, who's
Where
going
is
to
he
want to
gonna
take up
go-
that risk?
It's not even that. It's at this point in time in football, who's going to say, we're going to drop it, and we're going to accept this quarterback. We're going to give you what we... Because, look, Denver has Drew Lock. They have Teddy Bridgewater, who's competing. Dolphins have Tua, and I don't even know who the backup is. It's
who would you rather
irrelevant.
have? Drew Lock or Teddy Bridge or Deshaun Watson?
No, that's the thing. It's in this point in time where we are in training camp. What are you going to do? Because you're bringing in a guy. So the thing is, who are you going to give up? Well, what's going to be a part of it? Are you going to give up Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock for Deshaun Watson? That's not going to happen. You already have Tyrod Taylor there.
You can only give up one.
So here's
You got to keep Drew Lock too because he knows the system.
well, I
more,
think
in
it's
my
going to
opinion.
become all contractual because let's say the NFL doesn't find anything, but Houston says, look, we're gonna cut ties.
They have to.
We're gonna mutually agree.
There's just no way.
Then
As an organization, you can't move forward.
So then you can look at Denver and do that. You can look at Miami and do that. But right now, with the amount of money he's being paid, no one's going to want to take on that risk to their cap.
That's actually false. There's one team that would take on that risk.
Who?
The Raiders. And they are known for doing moves like that.
Yeah.
If you go back in time, that is their caveat, bro, is we are the Raiders and we will take on what is needed to be to win a Super Bowl, right?
I'll tell you what, though, if they did get Deshaun and he played, they would be scary.
They have a lot of people like Derek Carr a lot.
No, the only problem is what receivers? Can you name one
Darren
receiver that has over 80 catches in the season on that team?
No, but you got to admit the Raiders last year, I don't really care for the Raiders, more so their uneducated fans. I like the dedicated and knowledgeable fans, but I don't like the weird, unknowledgeable ones. But they got hit with that COVID bug, and there were a couple weeks last year where they were missing key parts of their O-line, and it's like, they were supposed to be a little bit better last year. And I like David Carr, or Derek Carr. I think he's got brothers, or that one brother. He's good. I know Colin Cowherd really likes him. I know a lot of these other,
Does he really?
He loves him, dude. I'm just like, why? I would rather have Deshaun Watson than
no doubt. But my thing
any day.
Okay, well, we're still on the Deshaun Watson thing. It's even if it goes to the Broncos, what does Houston want if they already have Tyrod Taylor? They just drafted the Mills guy from Stanford, who I honest to God think can actually produce, which is why they drafted him. Now, the thing about that Mills dude is he only got to play 2, maybe 3 games because of the Pac-12 COVID thing.
Okay.
And he was actually the number 1 recruit when he came into the Stanford, supposed to be the same productivity as Andrew Luck when he was there. The reason he didn't get to do that was this whole COVID, everything like that. Now, they draft him. He opts into the draft even with 2 games under his belt. And he still gets drafted by the Houston Texans, knowing the Houston Texans are going to draft him because of the Deshaun Watson case.
Wow.
And they get Tyrod Taylor. My only thing is, if they trade to a team, it's not going to be 4 quarterbacks, right? You're not going to go quarterback for quarterback in this trade. It's going to be for something else. Which is why I'm saying Denver, don't see it happening. Dolphins don't see it because you're not going to go trade Deshaun Watson, fortuitous.
Dude, let's nip this in the ass real quick. Nobody's gonna do anything for this guy because there's 10 or 11 girls that all 10 or 11 say he was trying to get me at a massage parlor. Not one of them at a bar, not one of them at a library, not one of them at a gym, not one of them at a freaking playground. Whatever weird shit. His weird shit is doing it at a massage parlor, and 10 or 11 girls all together.
22.
22?
22. Not 10 and 11, bro. It's 22 girls.
But I think 10 of them, dude, if it's 22,
it is 22.
And every single one of them, I think, or here you go. No. 22 have came out and said that, yes. 10 of them, or 11 of them, whatever the number is in the, right around there, have gone to the police with a case, and every single one with the police in a case is all massage parlors.
It must be.
What's that dude into?
He must be, he must like the candles, in the room being covered
music.
with, he might be, the music.
The waterfall.
He might like, dude, I mean, I gotta be real. It doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world.
Now,
It doesn't sound like too entirely crazy.
But
it's called get the consent.
This is my take on it. Now, this is
Oh
in favor of
God.
Deshaun Watson being considerate. Is maybe a friend or two gave him the word saying, look, this specific person may nudge be into a little something after the massage.
Yeah.
Maybe he was considering that. That's the only thing I could think of where he was just like, okay, let's try this out. But the thing is, 22 people, he may have just been like, okay, we got to get a new person. Because usually when you find a massage at that supremacy of an athlete.
Something to look into would be, is this all over the darn nation, or is this just in the Houston area?
See, that is a good thing to say, because the thing is, if you are that supreme of an athlete, I was just watching the Naomi Osaka.
Oh, we're playing Cincinnati this week for rush for my 54-yard touchdown. Oh, I'm going to go get a massage tomorrow morning, buddy.
Well, it's like, yeah, I was just watching Naomi
What did you say,
Osaka.
Jameson? Just leave the money in the shoe.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So what if they took the money and he turned over and they go, we thought you were tipping us, Mr. Watson, you nasty ass.
Now, that happened. Shame. Shame on you for doing that.
Shame on
you. You just baited that man into it.
You don't know?
You wanted that money. No, why is this fool not making them sign a little NDA, dude? Honestly,
no
if that is your thing, is to get that and you're going to go into it, why not, before she comes over to do the massage, sign a little non-disclosure agreement, no matter what happens to this thing?
Because I'm not a lawyer, but I believe an NDA is not applicable to things.
But if the NDA specifically applies to that in fine print, very, very little at the very, very, very bottom of the thing.
But
all you need is one loophole.
If that's the case, how many women do you think would sign it, knowing that, hey, if something bad happens, I can't go back?
Oh, hey, I know you usually charge $50 an hour, but I'm going to give you about probably $300, $350 an hour for this massage. Oh, you're rubbing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like you're not
I'm
getting
just saying.
tipped here for
That's
shits
fair.
and giggles, lady.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I understand you, Jameson.
All right, so what about some key off-season roster moves? What do you guys?
Okay, so I have a couple notes for this topic, and so I'm going to read off a couple things that I want to. So here's some big names. After I get to the big names, I have a couple do you know. And now there are big names that have moved in the offseason. I want you guys to guess where they went.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with the big names that we actually do know where they went. So I think the first one is Julio Jones.
Okay.
First name, yeah, okay. So we're not playing the game yet, but I'm saying is we do know where Julio Jones went. Went to the Titans. Now, how do you guys feel his impact on that team? We're talking.
there's a lot of weapons.
He makes them vertical.
Okay, so a team that is already actually known for being vertical with the pass game.
Is Ryan Tannehill gonna continue to do what he's doing?
That's my
Do you
sleeper,
believe in him?
baby. That's my sleeper. Dude.
You know what? I think he does because look, it
I don't
takes
like him. There's just something that sticks with me weird about him.
Yeah, you know what?
All those years in Miami,
Stagnant.
It takes pressure off
Good for
Henry.
you. Isn't Carson Wentz out for the year? Or was that a bad dream?
No. So he is indefinite, and I think the timeline that they're saying is that he's going to probably be back non-surgical injury by the first game, If they do surgery, he'll be out maybe 2 to 3 games.
Oh shoot!
So he's going to be
He's still
back.
worth a late
Yeah.
Put him on your injured list if he does miss that time. So that's Julio Jones. Let's play this little game. Let's go. Come on.
No. We have some more before that. So JJ Watt going to the Cardinals. Do you think he's going to? Do you think he's going to have an impact on that defense because that defense needs a little?
Yes. Needs to stay healthy.
Okay.
Yes.
So now we go from there. We go now. My favorite, Corey Linsley, the Packers' old
He's
center.
on the Chargers now.
Yes,
Yeah.
the
He's
number one
legit.
center by PFF, dude, is going to the Chargers, and I am lit for that one because
Justin Herbert's loving getting.
You know what sucks about it, though?
experienced center.
2 days ago, Corey Linsley did not participate in the practice. Now I am a little upset about that because
COVID.
Yeah, I don't know about that. now I've grouped this together: Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry to the Patriots. Do they produce together, or does one of them take over?
Well, here's the thing. Are they good at blocking?
Now they are. I think Hunter Henry.
I think
they're
Hunter
both
Henry.
decent at blocking.
Now
Which is a big part of why Belichick wanted them.
Reports are saying that Hunter Henry has been looking phenomenal. Cam Newton's thrown him 3
He
touchdowns.
seems like
They
he'd
said,
be a good
yeah, exactly.
little play action.
So now after this is Bud Dupree from Pittsburgh Steelers going to the Tennessee Titans, who has had a Bud Dupree has went to the
position?
Tennessee Titans. He plays the outside linebacker, rush kind of edge.
Okay.
Dude, he is the second on the list for the
OLB.
most paid. $84 million for 4 years, I believe,
Where is he?
to the Tennessee Titans.
Huh.
To a team who had kind of lost that rush edge and still produced going to the playoffs, but they are
Okay.
where they're going now.
I think that's a good move.
Okay, so now after
Most
this,
defs
I got together Kenny Golladay and Adoree Jackson
to the
I like
Giants.
Kenny.
to the Giants. So Kenny,
I like Kenny.
To the
Now-
Giants.
now-
Daniel Jones. Oh my God, he might be a low key sleeper, bro.
who?
Daniel Jones. Nobody, he might be one of those guys that not a damn soul is thinking about taking.
Dude, to be honest, that offense is scary.
So, but the
And their
thing
defense was top 10 last
Well,
year.
But
Adoree
we're
Jackson, like I just said, comes
That's
from.
an upgrade.
is, we're waiting to
Tennessee.
figure out what Saquon's going to do because he came out and said,
Oh my
It
God.
doesn't even matter.
If he takes time off, it's going to be fine. I
This is the
guarantee
thing.
you
This
it'll be
is
minimum
the thing.
of 5 games.
Without him,
Or excuse me,
it's
maximum.
not that great in the backfield. But with him, you're just going, okay, we got receivers. We got 2 tight ends, Kyle Rudolph and Ingram. And then we have receivers, which is Kenny Golladay, Sterling. You have what's his name? 80
AD?
No, it's
Wayne Gall or no. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
yeah,
Shoot, he
it's-
was on
it's,
my team. Damn.
He's good. He's a decent player. Then we have the rookie we
Keep
talked
talking, I'll
about,
figure it out.
Kadarius Toney, coming in there,
Okay.
and you have this star-studded.
Ooh, Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, Kadarius. You have this offense where it's like, look, if they could pass block for a millimeter of a second longer than they did last year,
Yeah.
and Danny Dimes, we're gonna call him Danny Dimes for now until he starts fucking up. We're gonna
they
call him
also
Danny
have John
Pennies.
Ross.
Oh
Wow.
wow, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
That's a nice little wide receiver.
Now you were
4 or
talking
5.
about Benjamin going to that team, and
Is
guess
that
what
who
happened?
he's with now?
No, you said he
Is
was going to
that
that team.
who he's with
and
now?
you commented about it, and I said,
it.
I said, oh really? You know what happened? First day of camp. You know what
Got
happened?
hurt again.
No.
Broke his foot.
Got released, and he
Oh.
cussed out Joe Judge. And you know why he got released? Was because of his weight. He came in like 15 pounds overweight. And
I
they were
saw
like,
that.
Sounds like
Yeah.
that.
I saw
And
that.
they were
Sounds
like, dude, we
I
can't.
wasn't saying that he was legit. I was just mentioning he was on the roster.
Well, you were trying to make a case for them making moves, and I was like, bro, you cannot put this
You know what?
guy.
If they come out like that, they could be legit
Oh,
sleepers
dude.
in the NFC East.
Yeah, okay, I said the Washington football
I've
team.
been saying that for freaking months.
I did say the
and
Washington
everyone-
football team's going to come out on top, but now the more that this
I
training
said
camp's going into
Giants in
camp,
that
and I'm
episode.
seeing this Giants team.
I like how we're all, pushing the Cowboys to the back of the,
Oh, I know they have a legit.
Their
team
defense
too.
needs to make.
mine.
Well, everybody's opinion will get changed real quick if their defense shows up with structure and some
yeah,
Some
and
anger.
and a healthy Dak because apparently he's
and a
got
good
that
game
shoulder
plan.
issue.
I'm going to give you one. Sorry to cut you off, but I want to give my sleeper
Okay, so I
move of the offseason. Last one. Matthew Stafford to the Rams.
What do you mean sleeper?
Super Bowl. He's not really a sleeper,
Ain't
but
Yeah, I was gonna.
we were
say.
making a list right here of the best moves of the offseason. So maybe not sleeper. Number one, number one move if you ask me.
You think they're
He's a freaking athletic, super talented quarterback that didn't have the best system around him.
Do you want to make a bet right now on air?
For what?
Well, no. We want to talk about bets,
tempt
dude.
me with a
You
good
bet
time.
me USA is going to play Croatia in the goddamn
And I'm
Olympics.
about to win that.
Croatia's not even in the Olympics. For the basketball team, they're not even in there. I checked the schedule.
Oh, then maybe they're not playing against each other.
No, they're not even in the Olympics, dude. For
There's
basketball.
No way they're not in the Olympics.
Bro, they played the Czech.
You get back on that, but
okay,
Josh,
that's what I wanna say.
Yeah.
what bet are you making me now? Because we're gonna get on that Croatia USA bet. Make sure that shit is legit
I bet you.
still.
I bet you $50 that the Rams don't win the NFC West.
The division.
talking about
Yep.
I'm down.
You're probably about the second,
50
or
bucks, me and
best,
Josh. We'll
second
find out
or
in
best
December.
division, which is tough, dude.
Huh?
I'll say it's either the best or second to best division in football.
Yeah.
Now the next one would be the Steelers, Browns, Ravens. That division is just insane.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
So
the next best
Our
division.
our bet's a wash, Jameson.
I know it is, dude. I looked at it, and
Unbelievable,
it's just-
Josh.
Okay, now
How
so
does that
I have a couple.
happen,
Okay, I'm
dude?
gonna rally off these names. This is a
said-
couple. Do you
you
know?
said it with such confidence when you said it to this guy. You said
Yeah, I know. Trust
USA is
me.
going to
I
lose to
didn't-
Croatia.
I
You
didn't-
said it with your back straight and your.
I didn't know Croatia didn't qualify.
Well, then why the hell would you just say that?
Because
and
when
throw-
I-
and
and
throw
I asked
real
him-
money away.
When
like
we
that?
aired the episode, they were still in the process of qualifying.
Jesus
So I assumed they were going to make it.
Okay,
But
respect.
then you assume that they were going to play them in the pre-qualifying rounds. It's
Yeah, but
astonishing
okay,
to me.
so let's say they did play. Do you still have confidence that the U.S. would beat Croatia after the way they were
Give
playing?
me that Kawhi laugh right now. Does he have that? Yeah, sound bite.
You want
Dude,
the
it's
Kawhi
just
laugh?
absolutely just astonishing to me. yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Okay, so I got 5 names here for Do You Know? Corey Davis, where'd he go?
I don't know where.
Corey Davis, New York Jets. I got Jadeveon Clowney. Where'd he go?
Buffalo Bills.
No, Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
Now Patrick Peterson. Where'd he go? Longtime Arizona Cardinals.
good lord, the
Patrick
Colts.
No, Minnesota Vikings. Now,
a sleeper,
big one that I didn't know before I said this was Joe Flacco. Pretty Jody Flacco. Where'd he go? He is
Jets.
Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the last one I got for you guys, Malcolm Butler, the guy known for the Super Bowl making the interception.
Not
Dolphins.
the Titans, right?
No, think about it. Think about it a little hard. Where did Malcolm Butler from the Titans go from free agency to make a difference on a fucking team?
Patriots.
Carolina.
Arizona Cardinals. Now, all those names I just found off are big names, right? You say big names in free
Malcolm
agency
Butler
market.
is a big name.
Or it's kind of like, okay, that's kind of crazy. Like that's wild, yeah. See, I picked all those names because I didn't think you guys were gonna guess them, and I was looking at them going, oh, I didn't know most of these. Well,
It's been a little hush hush.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
and people need to talk about that stuff more.
Yeah,
How's
that's
Patrick
fair.
Peterson? How are people not going to be talking about the Vikings with Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen? Sorry, Josh, you're a Packers
Dude,
fan, but I don't care. Their defense isn't bad either. Don't they have like that really good?
No,
safety?
you're right. They need a quarterback.
Well, they have Xavier Rhodes, I believe. That's
Xavier
still
They do have
Rhodes.
Xavier
Yeah.
Rhodes, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I just
Don't they
saw a
have that
video.
white boy too?
You're talking about Smith from Notre Dame, right? The white boy
Harrison
safety.
Smith?
Yeah, Harrison Smith, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Oh, they also
I
have.
think he actually is not there. I think he did go in free. He might have. I could be tripping, but I think he might have left.
Anyways, that was a good list right there.
Now, I do want to get into
I
MLB.
learned something today, and that's going to help me with my draft coming up for fantasy football.
Oh yeah, dude. It's a.
Anyways, though, we do need to move on. We're running out of time a little bit.
I'm about to say, don't get me started with fantasy. I've been every single night and day just dreaming about who I'm going to pick.
Real quick, we can all say one guy that we really like, and one guy that I really like this year is Nick Chubb.
He just
signed that deal.
re-signed, yeah.
Just signed that deal for what, 3 years, $36 million?
Yeah.
You know who?
Not too much.
You know who I really like? Who I think I'm going to get? Cooper Kupp.
Oh, he's a big sleeper.
I don't think he's.
It's not a sleeper, but look,
It's just
it's a
he's so
sleeper
far
for where his
down.
value used to be.
Yes.
That
So-
is what I mean. You got
Dude.
it like ADP is when I say
There
sleeper.
is.
You know who I like? I low-key like Randall Cobb.
Of course you
slot.
do.
Okay.
In the
okay.
slot.
Calm the fuck down, dude.
Josh,
In the slot.
Christ.
Now they have the true slot receiver back.
you're
In the slot where he plays? Yes, in the slot. That's where he's
you
gonna
are
play.
just a little slot for the Green Bay Packers, bro. Like,
Hey, you know who else?
This is our
Should probably
fucking
get picked probably
city.
top 7?
what happened?
Joe Mixon.
Dude, I've given that guy way too many opportunities.
No.
Dude, I can't trust him anymore. God bless you if he works for you, but me, goodbye, Felicia.
Ooh, I'll take it.
Oh man, I can't wait to draft this year. I'm going to.
How are we going to do these goddamn draft pick, dude?
Well, no. Like I said, we said it last episode. It's a shit show sometimes. We're going to do the beer mile. They're going to do that shit.
They're not going to do it, bro. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to play out. It's not going to play out, bro. It's just not going to.
You know what? You're right, because they were talking about it the other day, and I was just like, they were like, oh, so how are we going to get the draft order this way? And I'm like, dude, look, JJ already said, like, let's just pick the names or do the beer pong cup thing or whatever to pick the fucking order. And you guys just do some sort of distance after drinking a good amount of alcohol.
It should be
so
a
we have
mile.
something to laugh at you for, and that you have a disadvantage when you draft.
This is
They need something.
This is the only problem. Because of the out-of-state folks, it makes it so hard to have anything planned, because then you go, okay, let's play BP. We'll put 3, 2, 1 BP
no.
game.
You just put the
Deck of
numbers
cards.
at the bottom of the cup, and then people shoot the cup in.
Yeah, but
And then when
he's
you
saying, how the hell are the people out of
So
state
you
going
shoot
to do
because
that?
fucking the homie.
Nah, I would.
This is the
big of a
thing.
deal.
I'll be very bitter if I shoot that cup and I'm just going, okay, it's going to be for Kyle. Shoot the cup. All of a sudden, one comes up, I'm going, nah, I want that one, dude. Fuck that.
I think so. I think a
You
good
shoot
way
yours first.
forced.
Forrest Gump.
You
Just got an email about
no,
the Los Angeles Chargers.
You just do card picks. Just take a deck of cards.
We'll figure it out.
all right,
Dude.
let's
It's
get
all
MLB.
gonna
It's
work
what, it's
out.
what we've always done, though.
let's get the
that's what
MLB.
sucks
Let's get the
about it.
MLB.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I have to ask, how the hell is it legal
To get all those
for
guys.
this Dodgers team to get, I have right here, Max Scherzer and Trey Turner, who both made the All-Star team? How's that legal?
and Danny Duffy. They all three have playoff experience too, which is a big thing for me. I don't know how it happened. The Dodgers have the best scouting report, and
Well, the one thing
they get the best,
the one thing I've
players.
learned through all these trades and stuff is it's never player for player. It's player for prospect, player for prospect, player for 3 prospects.
No, sometimes you get blockbusters, but most of the time it's contenders trading for legit players to
it
teams that are
was-
not. The whole NL West stood up, man. I mean, the Giants getting Chris Bryant.
Javi Baez
You know?
to the Mets. It's Obama's first night. Rizzo
Anthony
to the
Rizzo,
Yankees.
yeah,
Rizzo
dude.
hits 2
Hey,
home runs in 2 days.
The Rizzos are the freaking the Yankees out there just getting doinker players, dude. That just
And they're
hit
still not
bombs,
in first place,
bro.
Joey
and they're
Gallo.
still not in first place,
Bro, their whole lineup. I'm looking at they're from 1 through 9, dude. Looking at them hitting. Who does not hit home runs?
Well,
Besides
that's funny.
maybe
Why don't you go look at the Dodgers lineup?
it's a dude. So this, I have a question. Trey Turner plays shortstop, right?
Yeah.
Second base, outfield.
Okay, so
Utility.
Corey Seager comes back. If he does come back in a relative time, what's going on with that lineup?
Corey Seager at short, Justin Turner at third, Trey Turner at second,
second.
Max
Third?
Muncy at first,
Yeah.
Cody Bellinger in center, Mookie Betts in right, and in left field, my boy would be Chris Taylor.
Wait,
I
who'd
do
you say was
think-
that second?
Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
No, you said third.
No, he said Justin Turner.
Turner.
Okay,
at
just
third.
Turner. Okay,
I don't think Corey Seager returns to the Dodgers after this year. He's
That's
a free
what
agent.
when I heard that thing go out,
One
I was
last
going.
boom, baby. Get
You
the
know what? You know what's
back-to-back
crazy?
rings.
How much did they give Trey Turner? Do we know how much they
I
give him?
don't know because they don't give him. It's whatever
get
the contract he had. With
So
the
they took on
Nationals.
that. So
Yes.
when I first heard that trade, I was thinking, okay, Corey Seager, gone. Right? He got hurt. They're thinking, you know what? We got Trey Turner, who was what? All-star.
He's the fastest player in Major
We
League
play
Baseball.
MLB the show. Homeboy, you can't even see his eyes when he's fucking hitting. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, this
Yeah.
fool, people button on him all the time. And it's just crazy.
And now you got we got 2 MVPs. It's just unbelievable. We're so lucky. We're so entirely lucky to be Dodger fans and Laker fans. And
Packer fans.
Adam Frazier to the Padres. Get out of here.
Is that all they got? Was Adam Frazier?
They got Adam Frazier. Dude, they were supposed to get Scherzer.
They were supposed to.
There
get
was
Max.
nothing better than I heard than that we swooped. Now I'm saying we because I'm a Dodger fan. Okay,
You have
Everyone
to
lay
be. You
back
don't
on
care
me,
that
okay?
much about baseball like that.
but dude,
and
I
you
will
live in
watch the
LA.
playoffs like there's
Playoffs are a whole nother ball game.
JP fan number 1, Dodgers number 2. Okay,
Mariners-
that's how we're doing it.
I
I don't
feel
care
that.
what the team is. JP number 1,
There you go.
Whatever team, Dodgers number 2. Now, what I'm saying is, what's it looking like right now with the playoffs? Was those 2 players needed to make the playoffs, or was it to make a push in the playoffs?
The Dodgers?
The Dodgers.
Dodgers
yeah.
are well in first place.
Okay, so it's a push in the playoffs to secure a back-to-back, right?
They want to win the
It wasn't
World
to get
Series
into
again.
it. There was no struggle there.
No, they're a contender. But
Okay.
They are a contender, but they just lost Dustin May, Trevor Bauer, like that Trevor Bauer bullshit. So when I went on Rogan and Rodney, you can listen to it later. I sent it to Josh. Probably didn't listen to it.
No, I
but of course you didn't. One thing I said though is like this is going to take the media's attention away from them for a little bit, and they're not going to have to hear about Trevor Bauer's BS, and that's a big thing. I was like, I think I put a dent in the clubhouse, and
I think it still does.
I mean, I could
He's
be
all right. I
who? Trevor Bauer?
yeah.
Well, Max Scherzer is their ace now, boy.
So what happens when Trevor comes back?
He is not coming back.
We don't know that. There's still
He's
2.5
not
months
coming
left of the
back. It
season.
is more real than it's ever been.
Heads up. If they don't find...
They all unfollowed him. They don't want him on the team.
I'll tell you
anymore.
what, it really seemed from an outside perspective of not like really being into not being into MLB, it didn't seem like there was a lot of love lost when Trevor Bauer left.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because he's
It
weird
wasn't-
with the media and he comes off as cocky and arrogant.
Okay, hold on. He's still there. He's still under contract.
Dude, I'm telling
Okay.
you right now, with that pick for Max Scherzer, it is apparent that
I don't-
dude's not coming back.
Yes.
Max Scherzer is getting old. Trevor Bauer is still
Dude,
quite
he
young.
made the All-Stars, bud.
I'm not saying he's bad.
Hey,
I'm
you were
not
talking shit on
saying
the
he's
Pro Bowl,
bad.
though.
I'm not saying that he's a bad
Pro
pitcher.
Bowl's a joke.
He's a legit...
I won't get into that. Pro Bowl's a joke.
The All-Star Game's turning into a joke, too.
Is it? Okay. Well,
Hold
I don't know
on.
baseball like
well,
that.
not as much of a joke as the Pro Bowl, but with that said, you still need to have the numbers and stats and votes from the fans and peers that you are legit enough to be on that roster.
I think
that is why the game itself is a joke, but if you were on that roster, you deserve to be on the roster. Sometimes there's some snubs like my boy JP, some bullshit, stupid fans. Do your job, but that's all I'm saying.
I think probably every sport, the All-Star, it's just like basketball. There was Devin Booker didn't make the All-Star.
But Josh, yes, see, that's a smaller roster
Okay,
though. It's a little bit more tough when you got 30. Whatever.
I'm looking at this as at a value perspective, okay?
Okay.
Who is more valuable, Max Scherzer or Trevor Bauer? The answer is Trevor Bauer.
I don't know. I really don't because look,
If you're investing...
I heard
Jameson.
nothing about that guy all year.
Jameson, if you're investing money into a company, do you want a new upcoming company or do you want an old company that's starting to lose revenue and is starting to be outpaced
Look,
by its competition?
in retrospect, that makes sense, but I have heard nothing good about Trevor Bauer this year. I haven't heard that he's just been sealing the deal. He has. Okay, so
he had the highest ERA on the team before he left.
The highest ERA would mean he sucks.
The lowest ERA, sorry. I meant to say the best.
Yeah, but, I mean, like...
Look, so he had a few games where he got racked up a bit, after the spider tack thing, but...
I'll tell you what, there was one thing that he did say, where he was commenting about players getting rowdy after they get a hit. He said, you know what? When I strike people out, I want to get rowdy. When people, this is not quote for quote.
When
I'm
they
just
take
saying,
knee deep or whatever, they
retrospect-
deserve to get rowdy.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
worked hard
yeah.
to do what they're doing.
And you know
right
what?
now. It's a slow game. It's like soccer.
I thought it was very because at the highest level, if you make a hit, dude, all cheers to you, bud.
It's because baseball is just a very rich game, and the pastime is very historical.
Let's get over it, right? You could celebrate all you
2021.
want.
It's time to move on. But soccer players could rip their damn shirts off. And
You pimp a home
Hey,
run.
Russell!
Oh yeah, I mean it's just you pimp a home run, dude. You bet your ass. If I was in that league, oh my god, I would be getting naked. I would run those bases butt ass naked. I would literally just dick swinging, bro, just walking through. Exactly, dude, it would be just an absolute show, dude. It would just be absolutely terrible. I'm talking, dude. If it was winter in the night,
real
in the
quick.
Bronx.
I gotta interrupt you, dude. So Jose Abreu got beamed in the head in a game.
I saw something about that.
Do you remember who that was against?
It was dude. I actually do know. It was the White. No,
it was the
White
Indians.
Sox is
It was the
team that he's on.
Indians.
Yeah,
Karen Chuck or whatever. That guy, James Karen, he's a pretty good reliever. He's like updated to an 87 in Diamond Dynasty. If I needed to, dumb that down for Jameson.
I'll check that out.
Okay, so that's where he's at. He's a good pitcher and he throws gas. Jose Abreu, the reigning MVP, gets domed in the head by one of his fastballs. So the teams come out there, make sure everything's okay. And
That coach stormed on the field, that old ass man.
Tony La Russa.
Don't know what he was about to do.
Future
Tony the
Hall
Man
of
La Russa.
Jesus.
Future Hall of Famer coach. He's been there, done that. He coached the A's in the freaking 88.
Sit down
World
before you have a freaking
Series,
MI, my
dude.
guy. Jesus.
So he ran up and like he was about to fight the catcher
my God.
Roberto
Sit
Perez
down.
or whatever his name is, dude. He walked up like he was Popeye, like, all right, boy, I oughta. You know, it was so funny, dude.
This is our fucking city.
That's what he was thinking, you know? That's what Tony La Rosa was thinking.
You know what?
La Rosa?
That was a perfect soundbite for that because that's what he was thinking too. He came out storming like, I'm about to fuck all these goddamn fuckers up, beating my guy in the
He's the
head.
guy. Remember that guy who came in? You're in my Mercedes. You're in my Mercedes.
No, okay, so tell me this.
You're in my Mercedes.
I saw what I didn't see exactly what happened, but I just
What
see
that happened like months ago?
it was close to the pitcher mound. The
What?
dude was laying on the ground. Abreu, or who got beamed in the head?
Jose
Jose
Abreu.
Abreu.
Yeah, he got.
He
Dude,
wasn't
there-
by the pitcher's mound.
dude, I'm telling you, the dude was laying down by the pitcher's mound. When the coach was coming out, it was by the pitcher's mound.
He might have gotten up and moved, but I mean, he bats
Dude, I'm
at
telling
home
you,
plate.
dude,
He bats at home plate, so I mean, that's what that part is. But real quick shout out. I know you saw that shit, Josh. JP or the Mariners
Yeah,
came back
I
against
saw
the White Sox.
Shout out
the
to
Astros.
Astros.
The Astros even better, more sweet. That was awesome.
That was great to watch. Great to watch.
I could, so they were down 6 in the third or the fourth.
I thought they were down 7. No, you're
Dylan
right. They
Moore
were
hits
6.
the 3-run homer. I texted Jay and was like, dude, whatever I said. And he replied and was like, that was the craziest experience I've ever had on a baseball field.
oh, really?
I was like, dude, that like the roar, because those Seattle fans were drunk and they were just having a great old time and they love the way that these Seattle Mariners are playing right now. And then Dylan Moore hits that 3-run homer.
So
How
paint me a
epic,
picture.
dude.
What happened?
So they were down 6 runs
Okay.
in the third or fourth inning to the Astros.
Okay.
So you got 5 innings to make up game.
6 to yeah. Okay.
And
I gotcha.
they chipped away. JP was a big part in that game. And just phenomenal.
It came down to the wire or what?
They ended up taking the lead in the bottom of the 8th with a 3-run homer.
Jesus.
One of the
okay.
best comebacks in Mariners history.
Hey, how they looking at for the playoff picture? I know they're,
They're
well over 500.
Well in the wild card.
Yeah, okay.
Well in the wild card. The Yankees are behind them.
How does MLB work when it comes to the wild card? Is it
So there's 2.
how many teams get into it?
2 from each league.
Jesus. And then how many get into the playoffs?
3 teams win the division, 2 wild cards.
5.
It doesn't seem like it's that
There's
many.
5 on both sides. There's 5 that represent the AL.
So
There's 5 that
7 total from each side.
No.
With the
5.
wild.
5 each side.
So you're talking about
You're talking about 3 division winners.
and then
2 wild cards.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They got to bump that up, dude.
Yeah.
Get a little
Not
something
the
more.
most.
I got one for you.
Ooh.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Baseball player. All right. Sorry, Jameson. I was drafted in the second round of the 1995 Major League Baseball player draft.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter?
Yeah.
You said Ken Griffey?
Yeah.
I'm a 9-time All-Star.
Is this guy still playing?
No, I'm
Okay.
a World Series champion.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Mariano Rivera.
I won Rookie of the Year.
Slow down with these hints.
Okay. I won Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm just shooting in the dark when I say these names. I'm not going to lie.
Can I get a position?
Outfield.
Oh, sweet. One of 3 positions.
Bernie
Okay.
Williams.
Jeez, I don't even know who that is.
He played for the Yankees. He won a lot of rings. Give me those numbers again that you just said.
9-time All-Star. He won the World
Ivan
Series
Rodriguez?
once.
Ooh, so he won the... Okay.
He was a 3-time Gold Glove Award winner.
Did he play for the same team his whole
That's
tenure?
not enough.
No.
Three-time Gold Glove does nothing for me.
He
That's
played for 8
Albert
teams.
Pujols had 3 Gold Gloves and nobody fucking.
He played for 8
Jesus.
teams.
Kenny Lofton. No. He doesn't play anymore. When was his last year playing?
2017.
Carlos Beltran. Got it. Let's go.
I'm about to say, dude, Carlos Beltran. Who?
I was
Yeah.
about to say that some of those are hard, dude. Like I need a little more, baby. The Gold Glove one was 3 is not a lot. You know what I mean?
No, it's not, but I
How many Silver Sluggers did the guy have? Like
One.
5? Just one?
Yeah.
That was a tough one, dude.
So did the boys watch the little Bellator fight last
No,
night?
2. Sorry. Don't mean to cut you off. 2.
2. Got you. Yes, I watched the fight. AJ McKee, Poly
Poly alum.
Yeah.
Now, wrestled with our boy Tosh Dill. Now,
Yeah.
for those listeners who know Tosh Dill,
Eddie Cervantes on our softball team fights with this camp too.
now Poly High School has Cameron Diaz, Snoop Dogg. We're not
And now
getting too
AJ
much into
McKee, Tony
that.
Gwynn,
AJ McKee, yeah.
Chase Utley.
Really? Oh, I didn't know Tony Gwynn went there.
Tony Gwynn went there.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so now the fights last night, it's going to be the extent of MMA for us today. AJ McKee, Team Body Shop, known for coming out of Lakewood, California. Go Lakewood. Just won the belt from a freaking head kick. Now he did get technically it was a choke, but he got the head kick, dropped him with the left uppercut.
I saw that.
Thought the fight was over. Ref did not stop it. He looks at him and goes, "Hey, what you doing, bud? This dude's uncautious on the floor. What are we gonna do?" So Pitbull gets up. He gets him in a freaking guillotine choke, standing on the feet.
Got him.
This fool's hands drop.
Referee's
called.
just
Fight's
letting it go.
Homeboy Pitbull's out. Now Pitbull, all of a sudden, you could see when they're about to announce the name of who just won the fight. He's sitting there with his team going, "Oh man, dude, I was still on my feet. I don't know what was going on here. This guy's just called the fight, blah blah blah, just bitter as hell." But you know what, AJ McKee, 22 years old, just won the featherweight Grand Prix in Bellator, 18-0 now.
Does he have a good camp?
Fighting
Does he have a good camp? You know
out
what's
of
crazy?
Lakewood, California.
Josh, I think Josh would like this.
We talking about
Def-
practice.
Def-
Not a game. We talking about practice.
Yeah, but we're talking about practice. Now, practice is with his father,
Antonio
McKee. Or Antonio McKee. My
McKee.
bad. And the last fight card they were on, both of them fought.
So epic. Yeah, his dad's
Wow.
a stud too.
Now-
Yeah, he's in phenomenal shape for whatever age he's in.
Which is he's pretty old too. I think he's like close to
42?
50. Or
So I don't know. I could be wrong, but he's definitely
could. I
over
mean,
40.
dude,
he's
he's-
definitely over 40.
see, AJ's 22. I mean, being 20 years, I would say maybe 20 years, dude. Yeah, but he could be 42. Shit. I don't think it is.
Long
but,
story
yeah.
short, dude, he put the city of Long Beach on his back. And I think a lot of people around this area are going to start getting into the sport more.
This is our fucking city.
City of Long Beach.
Now, did you see the press conference before the fight?
No.
It was 2 days before.
softball and just
So, dude, they're talking about the
Foot.
press conference. Now, this fool Pitbull has an interpreter because he's from Brazil, so he has to have a little interpreter.
this fool could,
but he
this
can speak
this
English
dog
a little
could
bit.
talk.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, this dude, his nickname's Pitbull.
Scooby Damn Doo
Yeah, pretty
needs an
much.
interpreter.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, dude, the interpreter, so he says something about, so the way they do it in Bellator, they kind of have their team on the table with them.
Uh-huh.
And Pitbull says something about, "I'm going to knock you out in front of your dad."
Oh, yeah.
That's what he says. And AJ Mickey goes, "Well, I'm gonna knock you out in front of your mom and your kid or your wife and kids." Now the interpreter is saying something, maybe says something in the thing, and all of a sudden Pitbull gets up, starts throwing chairs, like, "No, don't you ever talk about my son." It's just like, well, bud, you just talked about his father. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not get crazy here.
Stupid Pitbull.
And I think it's kind of the same impact Conor McGregor had on opponents when it came to that.
making them mad.
Yeah, making them mad. Where it was
Getting
just
under
like
their
out of
skin.
under
Well,
the skin.
if you are from this city, we know how to talk shit over here.
You know what's funny about those? Did I tell you guys about the fights? How I almost went there
Yes.
and Tosh just
You just
completely
mentioned that like 10 minutes ago. You must be
No.
really buttered.
No. I said that Tosh wrestled with him. I never mentioned anything about me actually going to the fights.
Oh,
but
that
yeah.
might have been before this. But yeah, you did mention you got invited, right? And you were stuck at work
No, this full Tosh.
looking for a package in that pallet.
No, what happened is I was all about, okay, if my brother doesn't go, I'm going to go to the fights. Tosh had a ticket for me. Next thing I know, I come back from lunch. My brother goes, "Yeah, Tosh sold the ticket to one of his brother's friends." And I go, "Oh, that's sick." He just called me saying that he was going to give me the ticket, but all of a sudden, you just sold the ticket. Didn't even tell me anything
That
about
is
it.
so shady. Why?
Yeah, I know. It was bad.
I don't understand.
And what's crazy is was
That's
at
why
the
you got to
forum.
calm down with how many people. Like, if you got to fill in a ticket, I always go one by one, dude. Get a fucking answer from them right then and there, so you're not left away. Like, because there's been times with Dodger games and shit. Like, call them, get an answer. call them, get an answer, so you don't go, oh, you're a maybe. I still got to fill this ticket in. Then you start calling other people. It's just a mess. Anyways, that sucks. That really sucks because it was epic. And I called on Rogan and Rodney to get tickets for the fight, and it was literally on the net, the cage. Like you're sitting right there.
I think that's where these tickets were. They were like 7 or 8 rows back.
That's right. Yeah. So that would have been really sweet. Anyways, there's going to be plenty of opportunities. I'll try to get us some tickets. I think that's enough for today. I had a great ass time per usual. What about you guys?
Hey, phenomenal boys.
Phenomenal job, Jay Grizzy on the beat.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I just want to say, for those listening, check out our podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. We post new episodes every Monday, weekly. Yeah, which just pick a sport. You know what? I'll give it one that you like. Okay. Evander Kane. San Jose Sharks being investigated by the NHL due to allegations from his wife that he bet on his own games and he has intentionally tried to lose games for profit. Hashtag Shoeless Joe Jackson.
You know what? You bring up NHL and my boy's been making moves. We got Seth Jones.
Yes,
we got
Seth
Fleury.
Jones. Yeah, I heard that.
Blackhawks?
Yes.
The Blackhawks.
Yes. Now, do we have to give up a couple people? And I'm not agreeing with it. Yes, we did. But to Evander Kane, wow. First of all, couldn't even imagine playing at that level, getting to that point, and then all of a sudden, you're betting on your team to win or lose.
Yeah, and you're intentionally
betting on them to lose. Games. It's not the winning. See, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, and he's not because he betted on his team to win. There's no evidence of him betting on his team to lose. This man is basically saying that he effed up on purpose to lose, get those bets.
Oh wow.
Yes,
that's like
Shoeless Joe Jackson. Yeah, losing on purpose.
Yeah, the Blacks.
So ass.
The Blacks
Pete Rose, there's nothing wrong with betting on your team. Like, I want to win anyway. You know, like what's wrong with me throwing $100 on my team to win?
You ever heard about the referees in basketball?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
The thing about at that level is people always, even with no news coming out, they always talk about, man, that game was, they want the bettors to win this and that. You know, when it comes to basketball playoffs, when it comes to football, it's just, and then as good sports fans, you always think, no way. There's just no way these players, these refs are trying to throw this thing to sway one side or the other to keep this thing going. They want to win, right? You're there to win championships, stuff like that. So when it comes to like Evander Kane, you hear this news, it goes, dude.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's wait and see. That's just initial reports. Next week, it could be completely different
that's
story.
His wife saying it, right?
It's but there could be some animosity. There could be some issues between them, you know.
Yeah.
Some Tiger Woods stuff.
Exactly. Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it's just
hope he makes it back out on the golf course. Really do.
Could you imagine? She's like, you know what? You cheating on me, dude. I'm gonna tell the NHL that you're betting on me. You cheat on your team. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, right.
I'm cheating on this trust. I'm telling everybody.
Oh god, dude. Jeez. Yeah, no.
Get out of here with that crap, dude. Don't bet on your team to lose.
I can't believe that.
Anyways, make sure you give us a follow. Hit that subscribe button. Shout out to Livication and Red Moon from Long Beach, California. Give them a follow. Hit the subscribe button for them. I had so much fun with these guys today. Shout out to Evelyn. She'll be back here in a week or so. Great job today, boys. What do you say? Hey, let's send these guys off on a good note.
Until next week, baby.
Great time as always.
Later, everybody. And one last thing. Happy birthday to my beautiful mother, Lucinda Watry. Sindog from Long Beach.
Whoa, whoa.
I love you so much. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. Follow, subscribe. Love you, people. Later.
And we out.
We out.